you haven't posted a ton about the solo woman travel tips, but I have a feeling like if you actually tried and sat down, you could think of like a ton of very real practical, right? Again, I do jujitsu. I'm not that crazy. I'm not looking over my shoulder. Let's put it that way everywhere I go. But I can imagine, when you go to some of these places alone, and this is probably the biggest fear from the West, right? And Hollywood hasn't helped with that by any means. But I mean, you want to throw out a couple of those simple tips to maybe help make somebody that hears or watches a little more comfortable traveling solo?
You're never solo. You never admit that you're solo. There's always someone waiting for you. You have a boyfriend, you have a husband, you have both if you really want to be just secure. No, I'm just kidding. But you're never solo. And there's always like, because if somebody thinks that you're walking back and no one knows that you're going back, that's when you can have issues. And I know people who have had issues traveling. Um, I've been pretty fortunate, but I know that you shouldn't consume alcohol if you're going out because people might slip something in your drink. Like I try to avoid, I always get water and then if I can like put the screw on or I hold my drink like this or I try to drink it at the bar. But then sometimes some places you never know. Sometimes there's been places that bartenders are in on it. So I just try to avoid those kinds of areas because you do want to err on the side of caution. But me, I'm crazy. Like I have hitchhiked in Iceland because my phone died and I was gonna die. I was gonna die. If Hilder didn't pick me up, there's a car. So this don't do what I do. Like there's so many times where I've hitchhiked, which it's only when I know I'm gonna die. So life or death, stick your thumb up. And you know what? I have 100% success rate. Some people, not so much. But I was in Iceland and my phone died, and I just remembered Strauss or something like that. I'm like, okay, I'm on a Strauss. Well, that's street in Icelandic. So all of the signs end with Strauss or Floss or something like that. So it's like street and like whatever. So I'm like, I have no clue where my Airbnb is. My phone's dead. It's raining. It was John Lennon's birthday. And I was just walking aimlessly looking for the super dry because I knew that was kind of close. And a car comes up and I'm like, it's the only car at 1 o'clock at night. Put my thumb up and there's a woman driving and a man in the front seat. I'm like, okay, well, this could be bad. I hop in the back seat and he's like, oh, she picked me up too. I was like, is that a Canadian accent I hear? And the guy was from Saskatchewan and he went to Iceland for John Lennon's birthday. And I was like, wow, I didn't even know. I found out and I was modeling in Iceland and I just asked the photographers for one night where I could just be alone, just solo, just go out. It's John Lennon's birthday. It's fun. Well, they had a search party looking for me, and it end up Hilder took me back, and she told me that she is a nurse, and we're still connected. We're still pen pals to this day. She actually just congratulated me on my baptism 2 days ago, and yeah, she's now a longtime friend because of the conversation we had and the fact that she picks up foreigners every single night after work and takes them home. She knows all the Airbnbs, all the hotels.
What's going on, guys? If you like that clip right there, you will love the full interview. You can check that out right there. I'll see you on the next video. Oh, and subscribe because we got a lot of big things coming up in the near future.